So I wanted to start off this video by wishing everyone a happy start to the MLB season. Now you may be asking yourself, but doesn't opening day isn't that the end of March, March 28th? What are you talking about? The start of the MLB season? Well, that's right, folks. If you were like me, and I'm really pissed off about this, and you're not a diehard, 162 game follower of the baseball season like myself, and more of a casual fan, you may not have known that Major League Baseball, in its infinite wisdom, once again, leading the sports world in dumb decisions, decides to, in their infinite wisdom, not only play their first regular season games in Seoul, Korea, but to play their first regular season games in Seoul, Korea with a 6 a.m. start time on a Wednesday. 6 a.m. Eastern time, mind you. If you're a Dodgers or Padres fan on the West Coast, the game started 3 a.m. on a weekday in Seoul, Korea. And not only that, it started about a week before the actual start to Major League Baseball season. In fact, they're still playing spring training games right now while the regular season has officially started in Korea. Now, I want to preface this by saying, look, I'm not one of these bigoted sort of, the baseball season must start America. This is a national pastime, must be America. Or no. You want to have a series in Seoul, Korea, in Japan, where baseball is very popular, in Latin America, where baseball is very popular. You want to have an international series, grow the sport, perfectly fine. Football's done it in London, in Germany, in Mexico City. I know basketball's trying to do the same thing. I know hockey, obviously, Canada. Every sport has an international aspect to it. Soccer, of course. So you want to do that? You want to have your first pitch in Seoul, Korea? That's perfectly fine. But could you have the first pitch maybe at a reasonable period of time in the United States, 6 a.m. on a weekday? This from the same baseball that was lamenting that we need to get the younger viewer. We need to become more family friendly. We need to get the younger generation involved in the game. So what do? Shohei Ohtani, great international star, completely understandable why you would want to market him. His first at bat in a Dodgers uniform takes place 3:05 Pacific time on a Wednesday. That's really family friendly, Major League Baseball. That's really going to get the kids involved in the game. That's a real great way to market your game in the United States. Could we have maybe played this game at, I don't know, midday Korean time? What is it, 16 hours difference, I think, from Eastern Standard Time? So if they played at like 1 o'clock, maybe it would have been nighttime in the United States. I don't know. I'm not that great with time, clearly. But there was no other time the game could be played in Korea. The first pitch of the 2024 season. It couldn't happen any other time. No other time at all to accommodate the American viewers that might have been interested in the game. The casual fans that you want so dearly to win. And trust me, like at this point with baseball, I'm a casual fan. I can't do 162 games, especially as a Mets fan. I mean, that's a different story. The Mets are going to struggle. Love my Mets, but it's going to be a tough year. But, I'm not a 162 game guy anymore. A lot of because of what baseball did. Their slow pace of play and, the end of the year when you don't even know half the guys on the team. And like they lost me. I'm not a diehard fan anymore. I know there are diehard fans and maybe a diehard fans watching this video and like, well, how did you not know the first pitch wasn't 6 a.m. on the East Coast? Like, aren't you paying attention? I mean, I'm sorry, no offense. Like as a casual fan, when I knew that opening day was March 28th, I'm paying attention to NFL free agency, to college basketball, to, a couple of other things going on in the world. No, I wasn't tuned in enough to know that your first pitch was going to happen at 6:05 a.m. in Korea. I wake up this morning, Shohei Ohtani grounds out first at bat in the dock. I'm like, wait, what? Is it like opening day? 2 weeks? I'm looking it up. Like, did I have it wrong? Is today opening day? And how stupid is it? You have opening day. The first game is played between the Dodgers and Padres, and they're still playing spring training games for a week. What are we doing, baseball? What are we doing? And I'm frustrated because I played baseball as a kid, growing up through high school, loved baseball. It was to the point where if you played baseball growing up, you know that from March to October, you were out there on the field. Love baseball. My old man and I would watch the games all the time. Here's how to make a good stance, pitching wise. Here are the tools to use. I was a left-handed pitcher. Obviously not anymore. You see me. I'm not. But the point is, loved baseball growing up. Even despite the slow pace of play and the steroid era and all the crap that you had, I still loved baseball. It got harder growing up. You got a job, 162 games, following it all the time. Yeah, it gets a lot harder to do that. But I was still a big baseball fan. But it's the stuff like this that tunes you out. And again, it doesn't really have to do with the location. You want to do an international series? Perfectly fine. You should do that. Shohei Ohtani, international star. You should bank on that. But not at the expense of the American viewer, and certainly not your first pitch of the season 8 days before the start of the regular season. How could you possibly have your first pitch 3:05 a.m.? First game in a Dodgers uniform, Shohei Ohtani, 3:05 a.m. That's an insult to those fans in that fan base. Especially a place like LA, California. You think they're not following NFL free agency? You think they're not following Lakers basketball? I don't know. Maybe the Lakers stink. You think LA don't have other things going on than to watch baseball at 3:05 on a Wednesday? And then you're going to have the audacity to talk about the fans, the younger viewer. Newsflash, if you want to get the younger viewer, here's what you do. Ready? So you got these kids, right? They're going to school in the middle of March. Ready? Here's what you do. You don't have your opening game at 3:05 a.m. on the Pacific Coast, 6:05 a.m. on the East Coast, on a Wednesday and a Thursday. If you cared about the young fans, you cared about your standing of this sport in the United States, you wouldn't do that. So I don't want to hear about the fans anymore. Because if you cared about them, your first pitch wouldn't be happening at 6:05 a.m. I apologize for the rant. It just really frustrates me. Again, when you grew up and you're a big baseball fan, and again, there are diehards out there, they don't care. They could throw a pitch in a parking lot at 1 a.m. on a Monday morning, and this person will have worked triple shifts, and they'll still, it's baseball. I watch every game. But the Amazon Prime deal, where you needed to get Amazon Prime to catch all of the games, fans didn't like that, but they put up with it. They put up with a lot. But this, to have your first pitch at 6:05 a.m. on the East Coast, I just don't understand it. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm overblowing this. Maybe there'll be diehard fans that say, this isn't a big deal. Why do you even care? It's no big deal. It's 2 games out of 162. I don't know. Let me know in the comments section what you think. Certainly, if you like this video, if you didn't like this video, regardless, definitely check out the rest of our content on the Distinguished DJs channel. Definitely check out my co-host, Big Bucks Beta. He's been putting out some hockey picks. He's on a good run. He does them about every week, so definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, let me know in the comment section. Certainly feel free to subscribe for all the rest of our content. Going to have an MLB futures video coming up before too long, before the actual, well, I guess before what I thought was the start of the season, March 28th, so be on the lookout for that. Maybe we'll have some college basketball videos, some UFC videos coming out as well. So other than that, if you stuck with me this long, thanks so much, D-Gents. Appreciate your time. And as always, if you're out there gambling, make that motherfucking money. Stay tuned, folks. Thanks so much.